There's a voice that doesn't shout. It whispers. And the dangerous part is, it sounds right. It sounds spiritual. It sounds like wisdom. Do more. Be more serious. This time, mean it. And slowly, without realizing it, you start living under it. You pray, but there's pressure. You fast, but there's tension. You try again, but there's no rest. Because that voice always promises something. If you push a little more, you'll finally arrive. If you fast properly this time, something will break. If you pray long enough, everything will change. And you believe it, so you give more time, more energy, more effort. And for a moment, it feels like you're getting somewhere. But then, the next day comes, and quietly, that same voice returns. Not enough. Go deeper. You can do more. And now you're tired. Not because you don't love God, but because you've been carrying something that was never yours. Because here's the truth. That voice doesn't lead you to God. It keeps you chasing an arrival that never comes. It puts your hope in effort, not in Him. And that's why it never settles, because it was never designed to. Jesus said, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. Not more instructions, not more pressure. Rest. And Scripture says, it is God who works in you, both to will and to do for His good pleasure. Philippians 2:13. Not you forcing it, not you producing it, Him working in you. So if your walk with God is making you restless, if it constantly feels like you're behind, if no matter what you do, it never feels like enough, you might not be lacking discipline. You might be listening to the wrong voice. Because God doesn't drive you with pressure. He draws you. No one can come to me unless the Father draws him. John 6:44. That voice says, do more, then you'll arrive. God says, come, you're already invited. Maybe it's not another fast, not a longer prayer, not one powerful encounter that finally fixes everything. Maybe it's this, seeing the voice for what it is, not God, not wisdom, not conviction, but pressure that learned to speak your language. And instead of arguing with it, instead of trying to overcome it, you simply stop following it. It says, do more, and for the first time, you don't respond. Because you've realized something. If the voice produces restlessness, it cannot be leading you to rest. So you turn, quietly, inwardly. Lord, I'm done chasing arrival. I'm done trying to become what I cannot produce. If you don't do this in me, it won't be done. And right there, something shifts. The pressure begins to loosen. The striving begins to fade. Not because you tried harder, but because you stopped agreeing with what was exhausting you. And now your relationship with God changes, not into intensity, but into honesty. I come to you as I am. Where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. No pressure, no performance, no pretending. And slowly, what you were trying to force begins to grow. He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion. Philippians 1:6. Because walking with God was never meant to exhaust you. If this met you where you are, share it with someone who might be carrying the same weight. And if you're on this journey too, stay close.